Now, this is one that may be popping up on some radars. It's the Big 5 Sporting Company. It's one of the most heavily shorted stocks, and it kind of came out of nowhere um, on the lists, like to run up to the top of the list. Um, could be retail sentiment entering here, and then them having to short a bunch because, I mean, it's a lot. It's like almost 50% of the entire stock is shorted. But the overlooked fact, and it's the same thing that I looked at with Clove. It's the same thing I look at in particular a lot of times is, who's in the play, how many hedge funds are shorting it, like how many have short positions in it. Is it just, the top five? There's a lot of them that it is only the top five that are shorting these fucking stocks. If there's a bunch, it worries me because that lets me know that institutional ownership is going to be high. And this one's like 40 to 50% institutional ownership, which means if they're short, this could be just something they control and want to control, and they're shorting it, making money. That's the play. That's what hedge funds do now. That's literally it. That's the game plan to win. You own as much of a company as you possibly can, and then you control it both ways with actual shares, and then you can short it, and then you can actually drive it down further by selling fucking shares and then buying them back super duper cheap to capitalize on your short position. Um, if they own, almost half of the stock, that means they don't need to short to crush it. They don't have to take short positions. They can literally just sell the goddamn stock and crush this fucking thing down under $20 easily at any time. And that's what happened with Clove. Clove had over 100% institutional ownership. It was completely owned by institutions and insiders. And then everyone piled in because it had high short interest, and that's all anyone looks at is the SI and all that shit. And everyone got screwed. They thought they were catching a run up that was going to continue because it was high short and retail's coming in, and these guys didn't even need to short to drop the stock. All they had to do was just sell nice portions of their portfolio, and you all lose a bunch of money. That's it. You lose a bunch, and then people pour out because, god damn it, it was a loser, and then these guys just buy right back in, and they own it again. So this is one that maybe you could catch a blip on, maybe, but I'm talking you need to be ready to get out as soon as you get in. That's the one thing I would be worried about. And it may not even, again, you don't you don't know who else owns the rest of the shares. It may just not be a documented institution. Who no one knows. So I'm sure this is probably going to be floating around in the YouTube sphere if it's not already. Um, be wary of it. Is there an opportunity to make money? Sure, there was an opportunity to make money in Clove too, but this looks like it's already kind of hit a run up. And maybe that wasn't enough money for these guys. Maybe they want retail to pour in even more, and then they'll just fucking chop it down. Not sure. I'm watching it, keeping an eye on it, but I just wanted to at least put something out there in case. I know you guys watch other people and you get information from other people, but in case there's someone out there saying, oh, this fucking thing is shorted like 50%, well, they own a big portion of it. That's another factor that plays into a short squeeze. Who owns the float? Who actually owns this fucking thing? Who has the control over it? So it's a dangerous game if they don't have to short to combat your pressure. You're not pushing them into a deeper play or anything if they can just outright sell the stock and tank it. That's what happened in Clove. That's why people in Clove got screwed so quickly. So be wary, be careful. Always research, always watch, always check the history. Always check the history of the stock. See if there's flatline that just looks like it's been controlled and no one's paid attention to it, or how's it been rocking. I mean, and this is it's at $28, so it's not a cheap stock by any means. There's a lot you could lose in this. So just be careful if anyone hears about it, decides they're going to jump in it because some guy with a lot of subs and a lot of followers says this is a fantastic squeeze opportunity. Like I said, there's always an opportunity to make money. It's there, it's possible, but as long as you trade, pretty much, what's going on with AMC pretty much goes with every squeeze play that there is. Everything, any way that you invest at all, you just need to be intelligent enough to take profits when they're there, and be happy. Be happy you made money there. Yay! And if it keeps running, then you get back in, or you let the day play out so that you don't get fucked holding on to something and then it gets dropped. You know, the first hour and the last hour are really when you want to be making your trades, making them. Midday trades are dangerous. They're risky. Holding on to shit is risky. So just be wary of this one. All right, just want to put that out there.